begins, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Warriors 17. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass to the right, there's Jones. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Brings up 3rd down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Get it. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60 Bobcat, 60.
They'll look to throw again. Open man, it's Palmer. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the 13-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A point after, good by grouping. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At their own 24-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he works free. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Baker going to give it to Irving. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
Bucky Irving with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Here we go.
Again, it's Neal as they stay on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? Bronco 80, 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcats, 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
7 Pirates. Ready?
Up the middle, Jones. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cup 19, Cup 9, 68 Warriors, 70. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. Ready?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the
entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
79, ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him. And really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rolling to his right. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Here we Buffalo 18. Cowboy 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The pass caught by Olave. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
70 race, Bronco, Cup 19, Cup 19.
2nd and 11. There's a short one caught by Johnson. A gain of 3 on the play. And 38 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 8.
79 Broncos. Ready. 60 Eagles, 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
60 Bobcats, Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Go.
Back to throw here. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before he came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Sheds off the tackle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
70 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Touchdown, Pirates. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
What was keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18, 5 inches. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Shoves him aside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. A gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. Now the timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Runs over it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air, and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense got hit, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamal Dean.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nice little juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Another big play right there. This is where your offense quarters, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 68.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
That's good.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled in the
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll set up the throw.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal.
It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this one.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball off, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Oh, and a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the byline, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Neal. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Rolling to his left.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Cowboy 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
That's good for another Saints. First and 10 at the 23-yard
They
line.
toss it out to Neal. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the
Panther
Buccaneers
60,
22-yard
Panther
line.
7, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Neal. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Jackson from 8 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now another one thrown incomplete. And critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jr. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him. Now we call the touchdown runs to boot.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Good game there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Emeka Buka from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
42. Saints 19.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
For the Buccaneers.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This will be their third straight defeat.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Check up.
They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, they get him again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Once again, it's Irving.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
This is White on the screen.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and out for incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the football, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here, we shut you down. You're on the bench right now feeling great.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
180.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Again, they run with Neal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be in.